Hi, Aurora. Thank you for coming to dinner tonight. It was wonderful to finally meet Adam's fiancé. Adam has told me so much about you, and every time he talks about you, his eyes light up with happiness. You must be very special to him. You two make such a lovely couple.
Hi, Sandy. It was a pleasure to meet you as well. Thank you for your kind hospitality and the delicious meal. I appreciate your warm welcome. Should I start calling you Mom, too? Just kidding. But seriously, I'm so happy that we're going to be family soon.
You know what? I can't do this anymore. Let's stop pretending, Aurora. Why don't we just lay everything out on the table? I can't stand this fake niceness any longer. Do you really think I don't know what's going on? Do you think I'm blind?
What are you talking about, Sandy? I'm confused and shocked by your sudden change of tone. What do you mean by pretending and fake niceness? What's going on here?
You are not suitable to be my son's girlfriend, let alone his fiancé.
Excuse me, Sandy? Are you seriously saying that I'm not suitable to be your son's girlfriend, let alone his fiancé? On what grounds are you making such a ridiculous claim?
Listen, I didn't spend years raising him just to hand him over to someone who was raised without a father. I made so many sacrifices so that Adam could go to a good university and marry a stable, respectable woman. You understand that, right? So, I'm sorry, but it's not going to work out between the two of you.
Ridiculous! Who do you think you are, Sandy? You don't have the right to judge me or my family based on your narrow-minded assumptions. You don't know anything about my background or my life story. And besides, Adam is an adult who is fully capable of making his own decisions about who he wants to date and marry. He doesn't need your approval or permission. What century is this that you think you have the authority to decide who Adam will marry?
Oh, poor thing. From your appearance, I can tell that you're just a country girl with no proper education. It must have been tough growing up without a father, right? You can't even see that you're dragging him down. He needs someone better than you.
Wow, Sandy. I can't believe you're actually saying these things to me. This is completely unacceptable and disrespectful. How dare you judge me by my appearance and assume that I have no proper education? Why do you have such a negative and biased view of a single-parent family?
That's understandable. Surely no man would abandon his family without good cause, so there must have been something wrong with her. Maybe she was a psycho.
Wow. Why do you have such antiquated thoughts? You shouldn't look down on single mothers. My mom is a strong, capable individual who works hard to provide for her child and give me the best possible life.
Don't tell me how to live my life. If you can't even think about what's best for my son, then there's no way I can let the two of you get married.
Just wow, Sandy. So this is how you really feel about me and Adam, huh? You're showing your true colors now. You don't care about our feelings or our happiness. You only care about your own agenda and your own ego.
It might be too difficult for your little brain to understand, but I know what's best for my son. And what's best for him is for the two of you to break up. Today is the end of your relationship.
What? Hold on a minute, Sandy. Are you serious right now? All this drama and hostility just because I was raised by a single mother? What planet are you from? This has absolutely nothing to do with me and Adam's relationship. You're making a huge deal out of nothing.
It's common knowledge that girls who grow up without a father in their lives have all sorts of issues and problems with relationships. I won't let you destroy my son's life like that.
Oh, really, Sandy? And where did you get your degree in psychology? Because it sounds like you're spouting nonsense and stereotypes. There's no evidence or research to support your claim that girls who grow up without a father in their lives have all sorts of issues and problems with relationships. That's just your opinion and your prejudice.
All I'm saying is that he's my boy, and I have to protect him. He's going to take over the family business someday, and he doesn't need someone with baggage holding him back. He has a bright future ahead of him, without you in it. I bet you thought you had found a real catch to latch onto, didn't you?
I have no idea where you're getting all this from, Sandy. You're making things up that are not true and not fair.
Listen, Aurora, I don't care what you want or what you say. You need to back off and respect our choices. I don't want to see you anywhere near my son ever again. Just go and find someone more suited to your level.
I am so sorry about what happened today. I can't believe how my mom treated you, constantly bringing up your father like that. I specifically told her not to pry into your personal life. You must have been so annoyed with her, right? Are you okay?
At the time, I had a nagging feeling that she was deliberately trying to upset me by constantly bringing up my father, but I wasn't sure. Now I know for sure why she did it. She wanted to make me feel bad about myself and my family.
She can be so overprotective sometimes. She has always been like that, ever since I was a kid. But don't worry, I'll talk to her about our wedding plans. I'm sure she'll come around eventually. Trust me.
Thanks, Adam. I really hope you can persuade her to change her mind and give me a chance. She seems to have a personal vendetta against me, though. That's why she is determined to break us up and keep us apart. We might have to start thinking about a scenario where she never accepts me as part of the family.
No. I'm sure she just got the wrong idea about you. Maybe she misunderstood something or jumped to conclusions. I want to get married to you this year, and I want my mom to be there to celebrate with us.
I don't know, Adam. She seems really stubborn and set in her ways. She is unwilling to listen or learn anything new or different from what she already believes.
Hey, I've got a great idea. It's almost Mother's Day, right? Why don't we invite both our moms out for a nice dinner? I know this great Italian restaurant that serves amazing food.
You want our moms to meet each other? Are you sure that's a good idea?
My mom has this outdated notion about single-parent households and how they're not as good as traditional families. That's why she was so hesitant about you today, even though she didn't say it outright.
Well, she certainly didn't have any trouble saying it over text message after we left. She sent me a long and nasty message telling me how unsuitable I am for you and how unhappy she is with our engagement.
I'm sure that if my mom meets your mom and sees what an amazing person she is, her whole perception of single-parent families will change. She just needs to talk to her and get to know her better.
I guess it's possible. Maybe she'll realize that single-parent families are just as good as traditional families, and that they can raise happy and successful children. She just needs to talk to her and get to know her better. But to be honest, I don't like her chances of it working out too well. I'm afraid that your mom might be too stubborn or prejudiced to give my mom a fair chance.
Your mom is such an incredible woman. She did an amazing job raising you all by herself, and you turned out to be such a wonderful person too. Working your way through college while supporting both yourself and your mom must have been incredibly difficult. But it made both of you into very strong women.
Yeah, my mom is something else. She's one of a kind. Even now, she's always on the go and never shows any signs of slowing down or giving up. She's always busy with work, hobby, friends, and family.
So what do you say? If my mom happens to say anything rude or inappropriate like she did today, I'll call her out on it right then and there.
All right, fine. I'll give it a try. I'll ask my mom if she's okay with meeting your mom for dinner on Mother's Day. I hadn't made any plans for Mother's Day yet anyway, so I guess it couldn't hurt to give it a shot.
Thank you for arranging today. It was such a lovely lunch.
What are you talking about? What part of today was lovely?
Oh, did you not like the food? Of course, you must not be used to having food like that. It must have been so hard growing up poor. How dreadful. We should have gone somewhere you were more comfortable. Perhaps Wendy's?
The food was fine, Sandy. I'm quite familiar with Italian food, thank you very much. But you ruined what was supposed to be a nice lunch by being rude and condescending to me and my mother. You acted like we were beneath you and that we didn't belong there.
I have no idea what you are talking about.
Not only me, but you also had a go at my mom. You tried to make her feel bad about herself and her family. You're just awful.
I don't recall saying anything that wasn't true. Maybe you and your mother misunderstood some of the vocabulary I used.
I remember it well. A real mother should teach her daughter about social standings. And you don't understand at all how embarrassing it is to have my son dating someone like Aurora. You were horrible from start to finish. I can't believe how rude you were.
I always say what I mean. If you don't like it, then that's too bad.
I don't care if you always say what you mean, Sandy. That doesn't give you the right to be rude and hurtful to others. If you don't like me, then that's your problem, not mine. But I won't stand for someone who knows nothing of our struggles and our hardships bad-mouthing my mother like that. My mom gave up everything for me. She has a far greater character than you. She supports me and Adam getting married, and I won't stand for anyone insulting her or disrespecting her like that.
So what will you do? Are you going to break it off with Adam? That way, you will be rid of me.
I don't want to have anything to do with you, Sandy. I don't want to see you or talk to you ever again. But I'm not breaking up with Adam.
Why won't you break up already? You are the cause of all of this.
How am I to blame for anything?
If you had just broken up with Adam earlier, we wouldn't have had this stupid lunch. Your mother wouldn't have had to go through that embarrassment. So everything is your fault.
You are some piece of work. Adam tried to give you a chance.
You are just like your no-good mother. Nothing good will come of you. You will be stuck at the bottom, struggling your whole life, just like your mother did. You should just accept your station. It's embarrassing seeing you trying to squirm your way into my world, really?
How dare you?
Oh yes, and your mom looks like someone I knew a long time ago. She too was quite pathetic. I guess all of you must look alike.
You're the pathetic one.
The woman I knew was just like your mother, thrown away by her husband. Really, your mother is the spitting image of her. Maybe there's just something about pathetic people that make all of you look alike.
Now you're bashing my mom's appearance? I won't take this from you.
So will you break up with Adam already then? I won't let him marry someone as undeserving as you. If you are going to blame someone, blame the mother who couldn't even hang on to her husband.
Her husband? You mean the one you stole?
The one I stole?
I wonder why it was she couldn't keep her husband. It couldn't be because you stole him from her and destroyed my family, could it?
Wait, what are you talking about?
The world is a circle, full of twists and turns.
Bad things. What are you talking about?
You're right, I don't have a father. Or rather, he left us. But who did he leave us for, I wonder? Any ideas? Sandy, thanks for taking care of Timothy back then. How is he? Are you still in touch?
Timothy? You mean that Timothy?
Do you remember now when you blackmailed him for hundreds of thousands of dollars? You home-wrecking prostitute. I don't know how you did it. You must have used some evil tricks.
Prostitute? I have no idea what you were talking about. You're crazy.
Am I still going to keep this up? I know all about what you have done. The reason my mom became a single mother was because her ex-husband Timothy cheated on her. My mom said she found out my dad had a crush on a prostitute and had promised to stay with her. He left my mom when she was pregnant with me and ran off with you.
That's some story, but it's got nothing to do with me. I've never been a prostitute. How dare you accuse me of such a thing?
You seem distressed. Are you feeling okay? When I heard this truth, I couldn't imagine how angry my mother felt at that time. After taking away my mother's husband, you arrogantly challenged my mother. You even hired someone to bother my mom and even threatened to hit her. My mom regrets not being able to put you both in jail by herself. But my mother's lawyer said that a man running away with a prostitute wasn't a crime. A real classic.
I really don't know what this has to do with me.
That's funny, because my mom found a picture of you online, of you when you were still selling your body.
A picture? There's no such thing. You're lying. Or you've gone and doctored something. What is wrong with you people?
She also has messages of you and my father that clearly show you trying to establish more than a working relationship. You are also amazing to have dozens of fake names you used after you quit and moved around. Seems you changed your appearance quite a bit too.
Like I said, I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, is that so? I wonder how your current husband and Adam will react when I show them the messages and photos of you. I'm sure they will be thrilled to hear about your adventures.
No, stop, please. Don't undo all my hard work. Fine, you're right. That is me. I stole your father from your mother. He was a good cash cow. But think about it. It's not just me who betrayed your mother. You need to take a look at your mother, too. She must have been some kind of person to make your dad feel depressed and go on a date with me.
Oh, so now you remember, huh? Well, isn't that nice? You can finally drop the act. My mother also couldn't believe that you were the one who stole her husband. Unexpectedly, after so many years, the two could still see each other again. Maybe this is your chance to pay back what you owed my mother in the past. And people call it karma.
What do you mean? What do you want to do?
I won't do anything, because this is a debt between you and my mother. And I guess bad things come back to bite you. Perhaps this is the opportunity my mother has been waiting for a long time.
No, please. You can't tell this to my husband and son. They don't know I did that sort of work in the past.
Well, isn't that nice for you? You can pretend to be so high class while kicking down people who are struggling. And after everything you said about me and my mother, do you expect me to listen to your plea?
Please, I'm begging you. Don't tell them. I'll make it right. I'll give you the money. I'll do whatever you want. Just please don't ruin my family. Aurora, quickly, pick up the phone. I've been trying to call you over and over. I beg you to forgive me. You can't destroy my family like that.
Destroy your family? You mean like how you did to mine? You're kidding, right? Let me ask you this. Do you plan on telling your husband and son?
Of course not. Are you crazy? I've left all of that behind. My husband thinks I was just a stewardess before I met him. He would never, ever forgive me if he found out I was in the sex trade.
Is that so? It's not good to keep secrets from those you love, Sandy.
My son, too. I raised him to be a good boy. If he found out his mother was a prostitute, I don't even want to think how he would see me.
Oh, you don't need to worry about Adam. He isn't the kind of guy to judge people by what work they do, or did.
Anyway, I need you to keep this a secret. If you do, I won't get in the way of you marrying Adam. That's fine, right?
Are you trying to bargain with me?
You should be grateful that I'm saying this. Don't forget, if you ever decide to open your mouth about this, I'll never let you marry my son. Got it?
Sorry, but we don't need your approval, Mom.
Mom?
I thought you might come clean on your own, but it looks like that isn't going to happen. So this is the true you. I can't believe I was fooled for so long.
Hold on. Mom? Are you Adam?
It's me, Mom. I'm at Aurora's house now.
Did she and her mom call you over? I knew it. They told you everything, didn't they?
No. I asked them if I could stay here with them for a bit.
Why would you do that?
You were so rude to them at lunch yesterday. I just couldn't sit still. I came over to apologize for your actions.
You didn't need to do that for them.
No, I did. You went way too far. There is no excuse for your behavior. It was an embarrassment. Aurora and her mom are great people, unlike you. I've heard everything from Aurora. You're a completely different person. Everything about you was a lie.
Hold on, Adam. There's more to it. It's complicated. And it was a long time ago.
I don't want to hear your excuses. You've hurt everyone.
Adam, please.
Aurora's mom has always been supporting of myself as a person and my relationship with Aurora. She trusts that her daughter will pick a man who will properly care for her. She is what a real mother should be.
No, Adam. Don't say these things. Don't hate me. I'm sorry. I didn't have a choice. It was back in college and I needed the money. I only did it for 2 years, I swear.
Mom, you're wrong. That's not what I'm disappointed in. What I'm disappointed in is that you willingly destroyed a family and then ran away to forget about it and start your own life like nothing happened. Whatever you did to earn money doesn't concern me. I'm not the slightest bit ashamed that you were a prostitute. What you choose to do with your body is up to you. But there is no excuse for ruining someone else's life.
Well, yes. You see, I might have taken it too far. I wasn't really trying to destroy their family. I just needed more money. And it was when I thought he would stop coming that things escalated and escalated. I didn't think he would get divorced.
Stop. I don't want to hear any more. The fact is that Aurora's parents divorced because of what you did. That's all that matters here.
You're right. It's all my fault.
You're lucky. Still, Aurora and her mom said they don't plan on telling Dad.
Really? Are you sure?
Both of them really are amazing women. And after everything you've done, they said they want to leave the past in the past.
That's such a relief. I don't know what he would do if he found out.
They won't tell him, so I will. He deserves to know about this. It's not right if everyone else around him knows. I think you should get a taste of exactly what you did to others. It's not easy to get back up after your family has been destroyed. Now you will experience what it's like. I'm going to tell him tomorrow.
Oh, wait! Just hold on. I'm not against you and Aurora getting married anymore. I changed my mind. So you don't need to do this. We can work something out.
It's too late. You deserve a taste of your own medicine.
Adam couldn't keep the truth to himself any longer and decided to tell his dad everything that had happened. His dad was understandably shocked and angry when he heard about Sandy's behavior. He said that he couldn't believe that the woman he had married and spent so many years with could be capable of such cruelty and deceit. He told Adam that he wanted to divorce her by the end of the month. Sandy was devastated when she heard the news. She was in tears, begging her husband to stay and trying to convince him that she could change. But he was resolute in his decision. He said that he couldn't be with a woman who got her kicks by making fun of the less fortunate while lying to her own family for years. He served her with divorce papers the very next day. Meanwhile, Adam and I got married last month and had a wonderful ceremony surrounded by our friends and family. I wrote a long and heartfelt message to my mom, thanking her for raising me to be a strong and independent woman. Adam's message to his own mother, on the other hand, was a lot less emotional. He simply thanked her for being there for him throughout his life.